Hello, fellow diecasters, and welcome to another insane episode of Diecast Insanity. Today we thought we'd do something kind of cool. We're huge motorsports fans. We love auto racing, and we love all types of auto racing, from NASCAR to endurance to Formula One, Indy cars, all that kind of stuff. So we thought we would kind of give you guys a little history of some stuff you may not know about some of your castings, especially if you're a race fan and you like buying, race cars, which we love race cars. But we have a little tribute to Le Mans here today. And if you guys didn't know, and I don't think there's any others outside of this, there's one more coming. So we've got 7 castings that are based on cars that won Le Mans outright, with the 8th one coming in the Circuit Legends, which is the Mazda 787B, which won it in '91. So we got another one coming, but I think this is everyone that Hot Wheels has put out so far, and then we'll add that one down the road. So we're going to start from the oldest winner to the latest winner that we have, and then we also have 3 GT class winner cars to show you guys that are from Hot Wheels, and I think this is it, except for they don't really make a Porsche. The closest one to the Porsche that won the GT class would be this. That would be this one right here. They haven't made a race car of this one yet, but this is probably the closest one to the car that won the last this year's Le Mans.
The pink pig.
The pink pig, which looks a lot like.
Repaint that.
I know I've got one of these. I bought the white one to do a custom with, so we might have to do a custom of this, but this is what this year's winner looks like in the GT class. But let's take a look, and we found a really cool website that we can take a look at here to show you guys the overall winners. So let's get this over here. So the first winner that we have in Hot Wheels comes from 1955. This car actually won it in 55, 56, and 57, and it is the D-Type Jag. This one came out in Hot Wheels, I believe, in 2000 or 2001. No, wait, no, 98. Excuse me, it's older than that. And this car actually looks like, if you take a look at the Kindle, actually looks a lot like the car that won it in 56. Same car number. Same everything, which is really, really cool.
Except for the Hot Wheels symbol, of course.
Well, except for the Hot Wheels symbol, and it doesn't have the 4 on the sides of the car like the real thing did. But I love this car. I love the D-Type Jag. It's a really cool race car. Jag has a very deep history at Le Mans, dating all the way back to the 40s, I believe. Because there was the C-Type Jag that won in the 40s, too, before the D-Type did. So that's the first one. Now, the next 3 cars we have coming up is kind of unique, because these cars you're looking at next conspire to date the winners from 1965 through 1971. So the first car we have is this car here, and this, look, it's the exact same car that won Le Mans in 1965. The number 21, red 250 LM. So this is painted like the 1965 winner, which I didn't even realize either, which is kind of cool.
To the point.
Yep, exactly like the winning car, so that's pretty sweet. So this car was the last Ferrari of 6 times. 6 wins in a row for Ferrari. So this was the last winner before. We'll give this a couple more turns here. This is a beautiful car. If you guys don't have one of these in your Ferrari collection, you need to pick one of these up. It's a really sweet car. Love this car. So the car that ended that Ferrari domination was this right here. The venerable GT40. Won it in 66, 65, 67, and 68. 66, excuse me. 66, 67, 68, 69, excuse me.
44.
Really sweet car. I love the GT40. The closest car that Mattel makes to this is actually a Matchbox. Which one is that? Is that 6 or number 9? The Matchbox one. Look on the layout.
It is the number 9 car.
So number 9 car. So the closest one that Mattel makes to any of the 64 winners would be the one that came out in Matchbox a while back, which we have. But we're doing Hot Wheels today, so this is really, really cool. We both love GT40s. Very sweet car, very fast. So that is the next winner. So the next winner we have after that is the actual car that actually won it in 1970. The 917, number 23, as you can see right there on the Kindle. 917K.
The car that started Porsche's dominance.
One of them, anyways.
Yes.
And actually, the next 3 we see here are all Porsches. But this is a 100% series car. This car is pretty spendy on eBay right now. If you guys want to take a look at this, we did a bi-weekly on this car a while back, so you can go check that out in the bi-weeklies if you want to go check that out. But this car won it in 70 and 71. And contrary to popular belief, neither of them were a Golf car. This was the one that won it in 70, and the 71 car was actually a Martini and Rossi car. That one right there, that won it in 71. So even though they're so popular, Golf never won the Le Mans with a Golf Porsche. Which is kind of sad, you know. So next up, we go all the way from the 70s to the 1980s. Starting in 1982. Now this is not what the first winner was of this car, but this car looks exactly like the car that won it. This is actually a 962, but the car that actually first won it in 82 was a 956. But it looks exactly like a 962. The variations were because of different motors. But this is actually a race car that ran at Le Mans, the Gretty car, but it did not win. The cars that won Le Mans with the 956 and the 962 were 4 of the Rothmans cars, and then 2 of the Newman Joust team cars. The 962 won Le Mans in 86 and 87 with both Rothmans Porsches. The 962C, which is what this car is, which is really, really sweet. One of my favorite cars these days. I think I need to take that other one I got and do a Rothmans car with it. I think that'd be sweet.
That would be awesome.
So our next winner comes from, oh, actually, it would be this one next. So here's the car that won Le Mans that's coming out in the Circuit Legends, the 878B. That's the car that actually won it in 91. The one that we're getting is actually a white one, which is actually the team car to that car, if I remember right. So our next winner, believe it or not, and I bet a lot of people don't know this, actually comes from 1995, and it is the McLaren F1 GTR. And I picked this one of my McLarens because it looks the most like a race car. But that is the actual winner right there, 1995. So I bet you there's a lot of people that don't know that this car actually did win Le Mans, which is really cool.
Although it was a long tail.
No, it was that one right there, Elijah. No, I keep telling you it was that one right there, not the long tail. I think the long tail got second. So that's really, really cool. So
don't listen to me.
And then our next and final winner that Hot Wheels has put out comes from 1998. Yeah, no, it jumped. What the heck? I didn't push that. I pushed that. Yes, 1998, the 911 GT198, which they don't make this casting anymore. I think this first came out in 2000 or 2001, something like that. 99, so 2000. So this came out in 2000. It's a casting they don't make anymore, so if you want to pick one of these up, you got to go to eBay to get one or find somebody that has one. There's a couple really cool versions of this one. This is the first edition. There is a Champion Porsche edition, which is the car that ran in the States. But the one that actually won it is this one right here, which is a factory Porsche with the BMW and the Mobile One sponsorships on it, which is really cool. So this is the last winner that Hot Wheels has produced. So hopefully they'll produce some more. Maybe they'll do a really cool, thing with that. So now if we go to GT winners, the first GT winner that we have is this one right here, the C6R Corvette. Now this car, I believe this actual car ran at Le Mans. It would have had a different number on it. It would have had 63 on it instead of 3. When Hot Wheels does these, they put the American numbers on it. When they go to Europe, they add a 6 in front of it. In the States, they run 3 and 4, and in Europe, they run 63 and 64. And then there's another class that they have, I think, they ran 2 other ones in it, too, in the GT E class. But this one's cool. This is a 100, not a 100%. This is a Speed Machines version, which is really cool. I really love this car. Really, really sweet. If you look at the names on the top are Jan Magnussen and Johnny O'Connell, who drove for Corvette at that time, which is really, really cool. And then, of course, the next Vette that won is the new Vette, the C7. Do they call this the C7R?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
The C7.
The C7R. And this one is our custom version of it that we put the metal base on, and I added more decals to it to make it look more like the real car. The only thing I'm missing is there's supposed to be a Mobil 1 decal right here that I don't have. And I might have to see if I can find one of those to put on it to make it even look more like the real thing. But this is the latest winner for Corvette, because this is the latest car that they run at Le Mans. They didn't win it, I think it was 2015 was the last time Vette won it.
In GT class.
In GT class. And then 2016 and 17 was Ford's turn. Again. And then we have an actual paint job of that car coming in the new Gran Turismo set.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that. So that's going to be really, really sweet. So we can have all these cars that look exactly like the actual winning cars, which is really cool. So that's kind of a neat little thing. That's our ode to Le Mans. We love Le Mans. We love watching it. We love, getting to see the whole thing from start to finish, even though it's going to be a little hard next year. We're going to figure out how we're going to see it. Maybe we can watch it online or something.
Yeah.
But
nice.
I thought this was kind of neat. I've got like this whole ring inside my case of Le Mans cars. Not all of them have won Le Mans. These are the cars out of that have actually won at Le Mans. And then we can't wait for that Mazda to show up. That's one of Elijah's favorite cars.
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to hear that, go on YouTube and look up the Mazda 787B.
Yeah.
The thing is a screamer. Rotary engine. That thing is loud. But just kind of a neat little thing. We might want to do this more often with some of our race cars that we have and other things. We're really looking forward to that Circuit Legends set, which is really, really cool. Has some neat cars in it. Some cars that also run at Le Mans. And we're finally getting that Shelby in a premium, which is going to be sweet. So that's going to be kind of cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Hope you liked it. Just something we're going to do. What should we do for our next main episode? Do you want to start that custom or...
We could start that custom.
We're going to start doing the Sonora Shredder custom for you guys. So I think we'll start that in the next episode. And we'll have a bi-weekly next week, which will be mine. Which I hope you guys enjoyed the one that we made up for last weekend. Should be on up before this. That was Elijah's. So I'll pick a car next week and do it. And then in 2 weeks from tomorrow, we'll start that custom for you guys. And look for some other stuff. Check out our 3 for Thursdays. Elijah's working on a couple of new series for the channel for him to do that focus on the teenage side of collecting. And just be on the lookout for all the cool stuff that we do. And remember,
leave some on the pegs for us other collectors.
Because we all want to find these cars too. And if you want to look for these, most of these can be probably found on eBay. Some of them are fairly cheap. Some of them are going to cost you a little bit. You still may be able to find one of these in stores. I know there's some stores that have some stuff lingering around here and there.
Yeah.
You might be able to find it there, but most of these you're going to have to get on eBay because they're older. But
a lot older.
Be looking for them. They're really cool. It's a really neat thing to collect actual race cars that look like the real thing that actually won real big races. So we're out. Have a great week. I hope you guys find what you're looking for, and we're going to go watch some more football. So we're out. Bye.
See you later.